right. Let's continue where we left off. You had just succeeded against the unit, and the battle continued. Let's get off this peaceful music and get back to some battle music here. If I can find it. That's not it. Oh, there we go. Okay. So just to continue with where we're at, you had gotten 3 ticks, so this resets to nothing, right? Because it's the start of a new round. We can confirm that Sir Brockville of Caerwent died. The trusting coward who couldn't swing a sword to save his life died. His unit collapsed. So you're now facing the unit that just thwarted him. And despite what looked like bad outcomes for your other ally, he seems to be doing okay. I'll pull up his name. I forget, to be honest. I'll grab it. He's one of the brown guys. It's like Sigurd or something like that. In the meantime, I think we need to decide for y'all whether you're going to go bold, orderly, or hesitant. Why don't you look very carefully at your sheet first?
Okay.
Sir Sigurd the Brown. This guy.
Okay. Yeah, he was in the thing on the other side of us.
Yeah. So he's doing okay, but he's not like overcome his opponent yet either. Like his unit has not overcome their opponent. Keep in mind, a unit, even though it's represented by you 4, is like a set of like 15 knights and a couple of and some foot soldiers accompanying them, and squires and all that. But we obviously abstract that out to the things that a movie would focus on, which is you guys, the heroes of the story. Okay. So that in mind, we'll be rolling up new numbers. We need to know whether people are going bold, hesitant, or orderly. We will start with...
I thought we were doing the maneuver rolls first.
Maneuver. Yes, sorry, you're right. So we need another unit commander roll first off.
Are we still impassioned?
No, that only lasts for... In battle, that only lasts for like 1 round.
Okay. Cool. And we have to use different ones every time, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. I already use 6 and 8. Do you guys want me to attempt it?
You are the unit commander.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot to mute my phone.
God, how could you have a life outside of this?
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go for it. Nope. No, no bonus.
No bonus, no negative, right?
Yeah. because I'm not famous for it. So
Yeah.
okay, it's battle. Okay, I kind of wish those were flipped, but whatever.
You want it to fail?
No. If it were flipped, I would have succeeded both.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're saying the two different roles. All right, so battle is still a success.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't get the bonus.
Okay. So we're still maneuvered well, which is good.
Okay. You have maneuvered well. Which, if if you want to know where that comes in, it's down here. So it's part of the grid. Maneuvering well means you do better when compared for how your outcome is as a unit. Now let's go to figuring out where you're all going to go. Bold, orderly, or hesitant.
Unfortunately, I did not crit my prudent, so I know which one I'm doing.
Live by the sword, die by the sword. Okay. We got one going bold.
Varys got hurt last time.
Yes.
So, I am going to go orderly to sort of keep an eye on him. I'm going to provide backup as needed for Varys, but I still want to be in a position that is, if S4 gets in over his head, I can rush up and rush in. You know? But right now, Varys is the primary focus.
Okay.
And Varys, having been wounded with both his valor and his vengeful being really high, he's gonna just go orderly instead of hesitantly, which would be the smarter option.
Gotcha. Paring down to one enemy is usually pretty safe unless you end up fighting two enemies still anyways.
Right.
All right. I'm trying to remember what table I was using from the last one. I should be able to figure this out. The red armor. I think that might be the one right out of the main book. You just check. Uh-oh, maybe not. Give me a sec, I'll pull it up. The beginner Saxon army. Yes, it is. The more dangerous one that has a name that's misleading called the beginner Saxon army. Okay. We'll start left to right here. We're going to start with... we're going to move S4's left because he's bold. So we're going to start with S4's first. Let's determine who S4's two opponents are.
D20s, right?
Correct.
Okay. I kind of should have went with one guy.
Oh boy.
Okay. So you're fighting. This is going to be interesting. Okay. You're fighting a 7 and a 20.
Pretty sure I got a 7 last time, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. It's a spearman with a great spear. Oh boy. And he's rocking quite the skill in that great spear. And then your 20, you're fighting a Wotan's men.
Woo!
They have a unique ability where they get to throw javelin and melee in the same round. So I have a heavy javelin they roll. Give me a 1d2 as far as.
I remember those guys.
Heavy
Yeah, I
javelin
was
and,
just checking.
and a great spear.
They're both. They both got great spears.
Yep,
Okay.
unfortunately. One comes with it by default, the other one was rolled. So. All right. We shall, we'll see where that goes. We'll probably deal with that in a minute here. We're going to go next to, let's see. We're going to go next to Brunius.
Just a single D20, right?
Yep.
God.
Okay, 2. You're fighting warriors. Give me
I got a 2 last time as well.
Yeah, give me a 1d2. Warriors with a great
Right
spear.
here.
And lastly, let's go to Cerberus. 15. 15. You're fighting a veteran elite Heraut Ganit, or whatever that word is.
Right. A veteran, huh?
Yeah, they are one of the ones that can be ransomed.
Well, that's nice. Let's just try to focus on survival first.
Yeah, give me a.
What's the spelling on that?
I'll get it for you.
Okay, yeah. That's right. That was that weird one. I've seen those before.
Someone we played with, I want to say it was like Trent, you know, to actually pronounce it, but I'm not going to try.
Yeah.
Give me a D3 roll, Varys, to see what they're rocking. You want a 1.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be great spear or something.
Yeah,
That's my
sure
luck.
is.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. A 1 would have been a javelin.
Well, that's
Been
not
the
nice
best,
either. I've had bad luck with javelins as well.
Okay, that's fair. They're just low dice typically, so.
Yeah.
But a crit is still a crit, and it hurts like a son of a bitch. So.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking something.
Mm-hmm. And being a veteran, I'm sure his skills through the roof too.
You just failed your reckless roll, right?
That's I can't fail reckless in battle, unfortunately.
Aww.
That's why I was looking to try to crit prudent.
It's fair. It's fair. Let's start with. We're gonna go kind of the other way. I think as far as got the big bad, the Wotansman, it makes sense why the guy who had to swing his sword to save his life lost to this unit if they have a Wotansman here. This is probably some big Saxon. We'll give him a name, so he's good. Saxon name generator. Werfereth. It'll only be important if you succeed. Well, maybe not. It could be a vengeful story about your brother has to pick up where you left off.
Track him down.
Werfereth.
Werfereth. Let's go with Varys. We're gonna go back, right to left.
Oh, okay. All right. So you confirmed he did have a great spear then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to try to impassion myself. 'Cause I need all the help I can get.
Fair.
All
There you
right,
go.
that worked. All right. That's a nice, what, +5? So,
That's a 17.
yeah. Does that go higher then? I don't remember.
I don't think it goes higher, but I know
He's famous
something happens
for
if you fail.
Does that go higher?
No.
I have no idea.
It's down here. Didn't I put it down here? I swear I did. Did I not move it
No,
over?
it's at the bottom of the
Feast?
feast.
Yeah, let's drag it over. One sec.
So,
Yeah, it's
I
only
think
on
so
a
happens.
20 and above gets you the plus 10.
Okay.
right. Okay. So, he has a great spear, so I don't get a charge bonus or a mounted bonus. It's one of the two, right?
All right.
Yeah, you won't get the mounted bonus. And
Okay.
they won't have the reflexive penalty either.
Right. Okay. So I still get my charge bonus and that. So that's not too bad. I'm in decent shape. So then I guess I will charge my enemy and try to impale them with the spear.
Is charge specifically spear related?
I think
yes.
it's just being, yeah.
I don't think there's a specific.
It's not really a bonus,
he's
so
using
he gets
for charge?
it gets horse damage is what it
It's
does.
force
It
damage versus
Oh,
my
yeah,
spear
yeah, yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
That's it.
doesn't add a modifier. The only modifier
Right.
Varys is getting is from the
5 from
Impa-
compassion,
Yeah, you bet.
Yep. which is good. That was a mediocre roll at best.
Wasn't a 1 or a 2. I mean,
Yep, yeah.
given lots of room here.
Mhm,
And D20 versus great. Oh, a tie.
Yeah,
Which
You break
and
his weapon, right?
Break his weapon. Yep.
sweet.
And your weapon breaks as well.
You have a
Oh,
spear,
yeah,
yeah.
you're using a spear.
Yep. Your weapon breaks
Okay.
as well. Yep. Your
Well, I
spears
guess I
break.
will be using a dagger from horseback then.
Are you going into a duel with him? It resolves
Sure.
just like a
Like,
normal
everyone
combat,
cut
but
out again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is it me?
can you hear us?
What's going on?
Yes.
Oh, I guess
Yeah,
it was
it's
him.
probably him. Yeah, he was having issues earlier. He said I was quiet, or I was cutting out. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, we'll just move you over to.
Hold up. I now hear you, but
Yeah.
my Discord is.
Do you want to
Acting or something.
Do you want to reboot or something?
It wasn't working. Like, it literally kicked me out of Discord. And
Mhm.
now it seems I'm back into Discord.
Okay, yeah. Latency issue or
So-
something, maybe. Packet loss.
Maybe. Everything's running 100%. I don't know what's up.
Hmm.
But I'm back.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so
unless you guys are trying to speak right now and you can't, and
we
I
are.
can't hear you.
Can you hear
We're
us?
talking. Can you hear us?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll give him a minute.
Yep. I got his rolls.
Yeah, he's still in roll 20 at least.
I think he's gonna do a reboot, but he did his rolls at a time.
Okay, cool.
Is what I'm guessing, since he rolled them and then he dropped.
These are always fun moments.
Yeah,
Fortunate.
yeah, they are.
Discord's awesome.
Well, he at least succeeded, so he'll get to use his armor if this guy rolls
Yeah.
anything decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
exactly.
guess I can conclude it. I mean, it's 1 versus 1.
Right. He can always like
Warrior
do any-
with Great Spear. I can't believe you all got stuck with Great Spears too.
I can. I haven't had one without a great spear yet in this encounter.
I guess that's what I mean. It's been so many Great Spears. Like,
Yeah.
literally every time there's a coin flip, it's always a Great Spear.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, he fails.
Yeah,
For
he
a
failed.
second, I thought that was a crit, and I was like, oh.
It was close.
Yeah, that would have been bad. These guys do a lot of damage, so
Yeah.
Okay.
that would have been
Welcome
back.
5d6 times 2.
So how badly did I lose?
You didn't. You won.
He failed by 1.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you can go ahead and give me your damage roll, and you're gonna get a tick for that.
Yeah, I've already gotten a tick for spears before.
I think he means
So-
the battle tick.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
You've
Yeah. For our
Here.
unit wipeout.
You want to do your damage though still?
Okay. Give me a sec.
While you're doing that, we're gonna go on to Esforus, who has some decisions to make about splitting.
Okay, cool.
Specifically, just a reminder, you've got a spearman and a Wotensman that has a special ability that can do both a heavy javelin throw and a great spear this round.
Okay. So how does that work if he has that special ability? Do I like horsemanship to dodge it, or like what? what's
No, when you split, you have to use the same weapon, so it's kind of like you get to use your shield and armor against it, right? If you split to avoid the heavy javelin, then it's kind of like you're using your armor and your shield. You choose your style of fighting, right, which is those things, and then your armor and your shield apply. So you roll whatever your weapon skill is. You'd be splitting that by 3 if you want to avoid the javelin. You don't have to avoid the javelin. You could choose to eat the javelin and try and fight the other two. But I will warn you, it's a heavy javelin, so it does more damage than your standard javelin throw does.
Yeah, they hurt.
Okay. And this guy looks pretty decent with the javelin. Wait, is he splitting his thing, or he just gets 2 full?
He gets 2 full. It's
Like
their
him.
special ability. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
They got this special ability called MM, and that's what it stands for. So I get to do both.
Okay. In that case, I think I don't want to be pessimistic about it, but I don't think I can't empower myself because I already made
Oh
the
no,
roll for the thing.
I'll allow you to do that. Still, that's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
you failed the battle skill. That I'll allow you another attempt. It just can't be. It just can't be the same one.
Yeah. And it can't be the same one as last time, right?
Right.
Okay. But just to be honest, if I succeed this, I have a slight chance. If I don't, then I'm pretty much gonna be eating 2 attacks.
Yeah. And eating that javelin is probably the safest of the options. If you're gonna eat anything, don't eat the 7d6 great spear.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a success, which gives me +5 to these.
Mhm.
So that is really good because luckily my sword skill is good enough to where a +5 split 3 ways is okay enough for me to possibly at least succeed and like mitigate damage.
You know what I just realized? You don't actually have to split 3 ways because it's still only 1 unit. So you'd be splitting once to dodge and then once to attack the guy who gets 2 attacks, if that makes sense. So he gets a free javelin shot at you that you can choose to split to dodge, but you don't have to attack a separate javelin here. It's the same dude. So you can just focus in. You get one. There's one great spear attempt on you, and one heavy javelin.
Okay.
And that's what you're splitting against, right?
Okay.
It's all one dude, though. So.
But I still have, like, what about this? Because I'm fighting 2 people. Isn't it technically 3 splits?
Oh, right. I forgot about the spearman.
Yep.
I'm sorry. So the spearman is also dangerous. Yes, a good point. So yeah, the heavy javelin is your probably your safest of the 3 options as far as damage.
And his 5 from being impassioned goes to like a total across all 3 of them, don't it?
Yeah, it gets applied.
Yeah.
Just to clarify things, does this count as technically fighting 3 people, or is it just 2 people, but there's just an extra attack coming at me? So it doesn't count towards like the win/loss thing.
Right. So the way we've played this out is it's kind of like you would fight the spearman, and that would be either a win or loss, and then you'd fight Wotan's men. And so if you get hit by the javelin and you trade a hit with him in melee, then you tie with him. So it counts as one win. Does that make sense? So let's say, hypothetically, as Forrest, S fights Spearman and wins. S gets hit with heavy javelin. S wins trade against Wotan's great spear. If that happened, what would happen is you get 1 win for the spearman and 1 tie for the Wotan's great spear, right?
That's what happened last round for me.
So I'd have to win both against him to get a win.
To get a triumph. To get a win against him, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then, yeah.
1 sec, guys. 1 sec.
No problem. So for you guys, I'm gonna be splitting 3 because I want to try my best to make 8 damage if I have to take any.
You have a decent enough skill. You have a fair shot at it. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I really wish
I mean,
we'd gone through a
I'm
winter
going.
phase.
Yeah, I'm going through a duel, so I've never done that before. It's gonna be fun.
I would like to go to a duel with this guy, but I don't think it's realistic as a player. I'm kind of I'm not gonna lie. If I'd failed that honor thing, I would have been like, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna be splitting it 3 ways to try to see if I can, if as long as I succeed all 3, I'll at the very least mitigate damage.
Yep.
Right. These are, I will warn you, Wotan's men hit harder. I will warn you of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Let's
see where we go. The music stopped?
No.
I still hear it.
Weird.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
hear it.
This is basically going to be 50-50 for all of them. Because I think that's just what I have to do for my best bet.
Okay. Spearman first. Let's do that, right?
Okay. So, yeah, it'll be 10, 10, 9. Or I guess 9, 10, 10. With 9 for the Spearman.
Okay. So let's conclude the Spearman attack first.
Okay. It's unfortunate.
This is a 7 guy, right?
Yeah.
And then okay.
Oh, yeah, 20. Okay. Well, I was gonna get hit regardless.
21 damage minus 10. Take 11.
Okay.
Not 16. Oh no, he failed. Never mind.
Yeah. I don't get my shield. Cool. And then I'm just gonna roll these next ones back to back. Oh, sorry, that's a failure.
What?
Wait, no. It's a success. It's a success because it's 3 out of 10. That's a success. I just forgot to put a minus thing. I put the wrong thing
Okay,
because I rolled a 3, but I had a 10 going in. I messed up the modifier.
Okay, gotcha. But it's a success?
Yeah, it's still a success because I rolled a 3.
What was your actual modifier? What was the total? So you rolled a 3. What was the total?
Out of 10.
Oh, 3 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay. That's against the heavy javelin.
Mhm.
It's looking bad.
Uh-huh.
21 minus 16. 5 more damage.
Okay.
This one is your hit or miss moment. We need a big one from you. Big one.
Not too big.
Yeah. Well, crit, please.
All he gets is shield.
Yep. Come on, roll low. Super low.
I think he has
One.
he might have enough bonus that even if he rolls low, it doesn't matter.
Ah!
Oh.
Ow.
Yep.
Yes.
You needed that because that was 7d6 plus 1d6 coming at you right there. So,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My horse damage is the same as my actual damage, so
Just roll it then, yeah. Nice 7. Okay.
wow, that was pretty decent for the 6
Yeah.
It's a
rolls.
good roll. Yeah.
Luckily, he does not have a as much armor, I guess, as we do.
He
shield.
has chainmail,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
but no shield.
Well, I mean, like no shield.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because if he had a shield, I don't think he could use his great spear as good as well.
Yeah, correct. He fights with a 200 weapon or a great spear. He does not fight with a shield. Most of them do not, strangely enough. Do you want to go into a duel with him, or do you want to count your blessings as blessed and count that with a? I think
As the player, I have to I have to supersede character, so I'm gonna be like it's gonna just be a go through. If I had gotten this guy, if I'd gone orderly and gone 1-on-1, I would duel him, but no, like I took two big hits. I can't.
Okay. So this is going to be a really interesting round because you're at 1 tick before. You got hit by the spearman, you got hit by the javelin, you traded back, so that ended up as 0. But the spearman turns you to a -1. So I think you guys end up with 0 ticks, right?
I'm in a duel. That's all I know.
Yeah. Do-
I got one.
You got 1. I think you're the only one who got 1. And then S Forest is leaving with a -1.
Yeah, mine was a
Yeah,
tie.
0 ticks.
Yeah,
But
if
you
I had
suc- You
So-
did
so I-
succeed at the commander maneuver roll, so that changes. 0 ticks is still a tie. It's not a defeat or a, it's not real bad for you guys. Like this marker right here is where you're at.
Yeah,
Success.
good.
Yeah. So your commander maneuver roll kept you in line. Kept you in line. Okay.
Question. This
Yeah.
seems weird. Like, so if I'd actually rolled a failure, we would have got a victory.
Why do you say that?
Because it's like victory and failure are at 0 plus 0 ticks. It's kind of like I'm not sure how that goes.
Where are you seeing failure and
If you would
victory?
have crit.
Because like here's victory, right?
Yeah.
And then here's failure,
Is
and then it's like 0 ticks.
So
Yes.
if you would have failed the commander roll, but we won, we'd still have 0 ticks.
Yeah.
So if your
Okay.
commander rolls bad enough, then the victory of your individual combats doesn't matter as much, if that makes sense. Where if you crit your victory or your commander roll, and your unit sucks, right? Like your unit does awful in combat, you can still end up with like you could completely lose a round, and with a successful commander roll, still be at 0, like at a tie kind of thing, right? So it's like the commander roll has a major impact on whether or not your unit gets routed, regardless of how you do individually.
Okay, cool.
So it does matter. Like that's why the first round, I think you got a success +2, and then you guys ended up with 1 or 2 more ticks, or 2 more ticks.
Yeah.
You guys ended up routing a unit in a single round because of that.
Yeah, we got a crit on the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. You guys, so at +3 ticks, you guys actually route a unit. So
Cool. Okay. Cool.
all right.
Cool.
Now I'm gonna check 2 things. We need to look at things going on around you.
Hopefully, Sir the Brown is
Second.
making his way through.
Are there special rules for dueling in this system too? I don't know.
Not really.
I guess you're probably just stuck fighting that one person until it's done.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
And that's not a bad thing, right? Because you do apply still to the combat score for the unit. So you're stuck against that one opponent. Rather than rolling again on the chart, you know who your opponent is still.
Right.
So he's not doing great. He's getting these low
No.
rolls despite his +2. His units around, the mercenaries around him are kind of caving to the Saxons. So this is... It's not bad. 3's not bad. It just means kind of in a stalemate.
Okay.
And then we'll see how... So every second round, we roll for the division. We don't have as high as a battalion. So we just roll for the... Or sorry, we roll for the company every round. This is what we do. Let's see how you guys are doing overall. Things are looking bad. Things are looking bad. You guys need to make some real success this round, or you could actually lose this skirmish.
Okay.
As it gets drawn out into the streets of this little village, they're using that tactics to make it hard for you to charge them. Their javeliniers are coming out of nowhere. You know, it's getting to be a pretty ugly fight for you guys. And with that, we'll dive into the next round. So Varys, you know who your opponent is. We're gonna get rerolls for Brunius and Esforus, but before we do so, we need Brunius and Esforus to decide whether you're going bold or orderly.
Actually, I'm fairly injured. I'm gonna roll a 1d2. Okay, he's gonna be doing hesitant this round.
Okay.
Because because of the way it seems to be going narratively, and we've lost one of our major guys seemingly.
Yeah.
He's more worried about shoring up everybody than the glory of battle at the moment. Plus, he's pretty injured.
Yeah. I will give you one condition that might satisfy you, but I will warn you it's extremely dangerous. If you went into the duel with that Wotensman, you would basically guarantee, if you went into individual combat and defeated that Wotensman figure, you'd probably walk away with significant advantage to your overall battle because he's a named figure, like he's important. But
sorry, I assumed that other guy would be attacking me too if I chose to.
No, a duel would be just 1-on-1. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
It will very likely result in your death or maiming, though, if you lose. So, and I know you are wounded.
Yeah, I got hit pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not trying to draw you away per se.
That it's unfortunate. In the duel, I don't keep my passions, so, and I think I've used pretty much all of them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna stay on the hesitant one.
Okay. And Bernius, where are you going?
You know what? As much as I'd like to go help Varys, or go engage the Wotan's men that as Forrest is being pushed away from, I've got to stay orderly.
Okay. Okay, so as far as you're going to be supported by one of the sergeants. Just throw one of them out here real quick.
Bless
Sorry.
you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Angor is with you, so you're getting half glory for this. But let me dish out glory from last round just so you have it.
Okay.
So Drax, you tied, so you're still no glory for that round. No glory for Esphorus. Bernius, you did beat your enemy, right?
Yep.
10 glory for you.
Okay.
You guys get additional glory for banners at the end of the combat, so we'll deal with that when you're victorious. As far as you're splitting your glory this round with Angor, who's assisting you, but that also means the enemy has to split between the two of you, which is the value of fighting hesitantly. I need a reroll from both of you, just one unit each.
I went from the best guy on the field to the worst guy on the field.
An axeman. Yeah. Well, you fell back, maybe. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Another 7. That's a spearman again.
We keep
Great
running
spear
into the
problem.
spear guys.
Yeah.
We have so many.
There are quite a few.
knights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 7 is the spearman with a great spear.
Okay.
But at least you're only fighting one.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And then Drax, you're fighting the veteran elite. Let's start with Esphorus.
Yeah.
You're fighting the Axeman. He's gonna split. I'm gonna roll a D3. He's gonna split 40 60 in against you if I roll a 1. Split half and half if I roll a 2, and 60-40, so only 40% towards you if I roll a 3. So he's fighting with a grand total of 40%. Or 60%, sorry, of his skill, which is still not a lot. 18 times 0.6. He's fighting with an 11 against you. So, and he gets a -5, and you get the +5 because he's got an axe, not a spear. So go ahead and give me your attack roll when you're ready. Oh, there you go.
Well, that'll work.
And he fails outright. Give me your damage. You're going to drop this guy in one hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
With your damage. So it's been 46 damage. You take his head right off. And so that's why you get the additional glory on that, right? On top of, you get 15 glory base plus your crit. Yeah. And...
But I divide the 15, right?
You do divide the 15 by 2. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. And well, I did crit at least, so that's +2, I believe, for us.
The crit, yeah, it means you get an extra tick for that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. We need that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we go to Bernius. He's fighting the Great Spearman.
So I am going to impassion myself. Would you say that because I'm the one who brought all these people, who recruited all these people, that I have a duty to them to be hospitable to win this battle? If not, I still have Loyalty Lord.
I think Loyalty Lord's your better bet here, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. Hospitality tends to be something more. I get, you are bringing them into your lands, but I could give it to you, but it would have been a -5 if I gave it to you. So.
Alright, I succeeded.
Right. Tie? You break his sword or his spear?
No, that's my impassion then.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, sorry.
Mhm. He could still possibly not. Wow, that dude has a 20. That's
Yeah.
interesting. That's
Yeah,
Well, that-
Great Spearmen and at 7 are nasty.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are 16 to 20 skill levels.
Yeah.
Well, I got him.
You did.
Yeah.
All right, give me your damage.
Is this a charge or just regular?
That can be a charge. Yep, it's a new round.
Alright.
Ooh, nice. All right.
25.
So that brings you guys to 3 ticks. So Varys losing this cannot bring you down to 0. That's the good news.
Oh, thanks. That's positive. Yeah.
I'm just
Also,
saying,
we don't want
measuring
you to
worst
lose
case
it.
scenario.
Oh man.
if you because we had a success on this roll, so as long as you get even if he gets one, isn't it still like a triumph?
Worst that could happen is that the bad guy, the enemy, crits on Varys, or
Right.
drops, or wins the duel outright. Right, like crits on the duel. How's that work? Vanquished.
Yeah.
So if the duel ends up with Varys being dropped, then -2 combat score. If it ends with Varys dropping him, +2 combat score. All right, Varys. Let's see how this goes.
Alright.
You're now in a duel, so it's now two. This happens multiple rounds till either you withdraw, he withdraws, or one of you drops. So
All right, and this is the last time I can impassion too. I'm.
you're gonna
capped
get
up.
it for the whole duel, though. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I gotta hopefully. Yeah.
I believe in you. You're not me.
You
You're not
got
going to be
this.
getting nat 20s every
Alright.
time.
There we go.
honor 15.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I got now. So, all right. So Varys drops what's left of his spear and draws a dagger of all things.
Now that you're in a
Yep.
duel, we gotta name this guy too, don't we?
Yep.
Oh, good. I'll put his name in here too.
Are you gonna etch his name into your dagger after you kill him with it?
Maybe. I do hate Saxons a lot.
At least you're not an ear collector.
Ew. No, he's a
Tooth
tooth
collector.
collector.
Yeah.
Well, if he happened to have gold teeth, that'd be interesting.
Right?
Yeah, I need those precious metals, man. I'm a poor merc knight, man.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack, good sir.
All right. And that's at a 5 bonus, so that's good. All right.
Oh, right. Okay, so I almost rolled the wrong thing because his spear broke too. So,
Oh, don't you get a +5 also? Because his spear's broken? He doesn't have the great spear anymore?
are you staying mounted?
I mean, can you?
I
I
would
mean, I,
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
okay. Then yeah.
So it would have been a 20, right?
Yeah, it'd be a crit.
We'll note that. I think it's
Okay.
fair. I think it's fair. And then he has a hand axe.
Okay.
And he would have
Could be
had
worse.
1d20 minus 5. Yeah,
Nice.
he gets a 1. What kind is a success? Like Mac, he has a 1 in it. Oh wait, a 1 would have been a crit. But you would have critted at a 20, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Give me your you have to use normal dagger damage, which is always -1. dice.
One off of the die. Okay.
Yeah. So you can just roll
I'll
your
roll it
damage,
manually.
and we'll take the rightmost number off. That
Okay,
makes sense.
I'm gonna do it that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. All right. Those
So
are
we
2.
take the 2
Yeah.
off.
19.
So 19 times 2.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to describe how you just killed this guy?
He's on his horse,
Or-
so he's moving in.
Do you
know,
want
he's-
to kill him, or do you want to put him in a position where he's hostage?
Ransom him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
You're a
maim
poor
him enough where.
mercenary knight.
Yeah,
You need money.
exactly. Yep, I'm gonna maim him. I'm gonna be riding up my horse, and challenge is going out to him. We're facing off, and I basically just slash the dagger across like his back, make it so his like muscles just are shredded, so he can't really fight no more.
Yeah, so
Like,
basically,
right through the. Yep, just disabling him. Yep. Just try to. Well, it's not really slashing; it'd be more of a stab, but you get the idea.
yeah.
Enough to make it so it's not a fatal hit.
He'll drop. He will like lose some use of his ability to justify that being a maim, right? Like that's kind of how that works. As a result, he is down, and you get 15 glory for him. Plus, you can ransom him back.
Nice.
What was the glory
What is
on
his name?
the 7 spearmen?
The spearman 7 is 15 glories, or 8 glory actually. No, hold on, 10 glory. Sorry, 10
Okay,
glory.
cool.
Yep.
Cool. With the crit, or like just you succeeding, I think automatically bumps us up to triumph.
Yeah. I think you guys just conquered your unit here.
Sweet.
Okay, so now we're gonna see what happens to Sir Segrant, because that's gonna matter. So you guys both triumph your enemies, so when we do the company roll right now, they're gonna get a +2.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys just won.
Sweet.
End of victory. End of battle.
Yeah. Because I think, at least narratively, is Forrest, for the reason, like, you see him, like, you got, like, Varys and Baronius are valiantly fighting through but as Forrest gets seriously hurt after being so reckless, and then he actually takes stock of what's happening, and because he's the commander, he understands that he can't be Lone Wolf McGee that fights for glory. So he actually went around the battlefield just trying to shore up people that weren't fighting as well, so that to give us a better chance, because the tactics they were using were actually very well thought out, despite them being Saxons.
Right?
I can't believe this. I can't believe we got through it. I was fully expecting not to make it through that round.
It was getting close. I thought you were dead against.
Take a lot of bed rest.
Yeah, the Woundsman. I thought you were dead against the Woundsman. Honestly, so.
Oh, those are nasty. I've seen those. Yeah, matter of fact, the javelin stuff is what smoked me in one of the open Pendragon games.
Mhm.
Dehorsed me and everything.
Yeah, you get a crit on the 3d6. It's still a 66, right? So,
Yeah.
enough high rolls. Yeah. All right. Good job, guys. And let's go through banners. So you're gonna get a little bit more glory. Not as much as if you're fighting knights, right? But still some glory here.
I think it's your skill level is for the crit.
Is it the full skill level?
It's a skill level on unmodified.
Unmodified, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can't count your passion or any other bonus you have.
Right,
you know?
just a flat skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you manage to get like an 8 skill up to 23 with passions and everything else, you're only getting 8 for the critical stuff.
Right. Okay.
I'm just gonna check something. Tick the boxes, Pendragon system. That's the skirmish rules we're using. I'm just gonna check what the banner glory piece is. Here, glory. Okay, so you vanquished 2 units, right?
3.
Yes.
No.
3 if
yeah,
you count
3
another
total.
guy. Yeah.
Secret vanquished 1. We vanquished 2.
Yep.
Yeah. We're going to count yours direct. So this is extra glory that your unit commander is going to have. And then I'm going to see, I think there's skirmishes in battle are awarded. Okay. Run an engagement, basically, is what this is. Jax, you're going to get in.
Sorry about that. It's unexpected. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Commanding other knights in battle. No. Okay, I know this is real meager, but we're gonna still deal with it. So S4 is, because this is an engagement, not like a battle size one. You're gonna get +3 glory total. I know it's not a lot, but 3 glory. There's more coming. Don't worry. That's what you get, +3. And it looks like both Drax. So I'm just gonna do it this way: all +3 glory for that battle.
All right.
You have 2 unit banners to take for the group.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
By default, they are the unit commanders to take. So by default, as far as, because you're leading this battle, you can either choose to take 100 glory for yourself or pass one of the banners or both the banners away to your knights if you feel they were more worthy or outshined you somehow. The banner, basically, each banner results in 50 glory.
Okay, cool.
And you guys were the one leading this whole thing overall, right? Like there's no one in charge of you. So you're also going to get a company banner. So you have, here's what you can split. Company banner equal 100 glory. Unit banners times 2, 50 glory each. So company banner by default would probably go to S4S unless you really felt generous about giving that away. Or modest, I guess, might be the other way to look at that. For the unit banners, though, it would be reasonable if you felt like someone shined in those moments to give those banners away. It's kind of like giving the game ball away, right? Mm-hmm. to someone who performed well.
And that's just between the 3 of us, right?
That's kind of how it works. PCs are the most important. If you really felt something was some NPC was super, fantastic, Segarin's going to get his own unit banner, right? So
I'd give one to our guy who fell in battle, because he faced impossible odds, but he's dead. So I'd probably give one banner to each of you. If I had been super successful with Boldly, I think his force would have kept them. But he understands that Barunius and Varys were out there really fighting, getting people down that they needed to. So he would give each of them one.
Okay. So 50 glory to Barunius, 50 glory to Varys, 100 to S4S. And then Varys, you are going to get an extra 25 for entering a duel because it's dangerous, right? A duel can result in they're gonna aim to kill, and damage
Yeah.
rolls are better. They can impassion themselves, all that sorts of things. So
Yeah.
yeah. Um.
Yeah, that
So-
went way smoother than what I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah. Same. It went well. You guys did great. Honestly, that was meant to be a deadly skirmish. So that's why I used that table and not the one with the berserker in it.
Mm.
Berserker is dangerous. Don't get me wrong, but he's easy to overcome. Or rather, the rest of the units are weak. Might be the better way to put that. Okay, so the envoy passes through Pockling Town. Once again, basically ablaze. You guys helped to put that out. What's your intent from here now that you've liberated Pockling Town?
We're still trying to get back to Eburacum.
Yeah, get back to the capital or whatever.
Sure shot for the capital.
Yep.
Yeah.
End of the wounds later.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. I gotta rest up for
The siege, because we know a siege is coming.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that, and also I think I need 1, 2, 3. I need like a month of rest. Like a month and a half of rest.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna
Because I was
reach.
3 HP from being unconscious.
Oh,
How do you guys feel about a feast? Or would you like to skip a feast?
Oh,
Feast.
I'm all for feast.
I'm up.
sure.
Okay.
I just I just need to make sure I keep track of how many weeks are going by.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a few days after arriving. You're gonna get an audience with. You've relayed your information, but you haven't heard from Heraut yet on the matter. As we go into this feast, why don't we do some general intrigue rolls? As I said,
All right.
I like intrigue rolls.
I don't. And I doubled my intrigue, but still failed.
I love that Bernius is like a bit aloof when it comes to that stuff.
Bit off. I'm more worried about. I was resting a bit more when I should have been listening a bit more.
Let me just set up the NPCs and stuff here.
Okay, with first aid, while the GM's doing his thing, does that like do anything if it succeeds, right?
I have no
how
clue.
healing works. Usually, time passes enough that I've never actually really had to calculate it out.
What was the question?
First aid.
You heal every Sunday for your healing rate. First aid can give you back a small amount of healing for like the very first time it's used, you know? I think it's like a D3 depending on what happens. So it's very minor.
Okay.
And
So it's
I'd have-
mostly for if you're close to being
To death.
conscious.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
100%. And then surgery is primarily for dealing with major wounds, because you can still die if you get surgery needed check, then you need to go deal with that if you take a major wound. All right, that part's good. Just get a few more things here. Sorry, I know I'm delaying here.
Take your time, relax.
Yep.
I just don't like a lot
I
of
have
downtime.
nowhere to be tomorrow.
Luckily, I have work, but it's not going to be much of an issue because it's a short day. Plus side of having a flexible schedule with that. I can go in whenever I want.
Oh, how I wish I had that sort of schedule.
Tomorrow is my last day before the weekend because I took off St. Patrick's Day to go drink a lot. So
Oh, fancy.
yeah, it's been a few years since I've done that, and my last opportunity where I chose not to was right before COVID hit, and I was super sad. Like one of my biggest regrets was not just doing that. Really bad timing.
Yeah.
I don't drink anymore.
That's fair.
But my sister's getting married the day after, so
Alrighty.
I will spend St. Patty's Day driving.
Uh-huh.
And then I just need a couple of NPCs that are pertinent here. And then we should be good to go. All right. Let's bring out Heraut and his squad. Christian holidays. Let's see what this is, because it's going to be a summertime one. This one.
Summer feast. Cool.
If there is one, though.
Summer Feast of Love.
Okay. I can't think of one. So instead, this is just going to kind of be a welcoming you back feast. Welcoming the heroes of Parkland Town. Because I'm pretty sure everything is like fall, winter, and spring for Christianity. Apparently, summer is just a blessing by itself. So, um, let's do some app rolls +5.
Are we gonna move over to the feast?
You are. Yep, you bet.
Okay. App rolls +5?
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys are honored guests. Or honored heroes.
So you guys
I
are definitely
failed.
in the salt. Wait, not what?
Oh wow. I
That's
rolled
about right.
low. So no, I'm not in the salt. I'm above the. I am.
Hey, I would have
Near
been
the salt.
Well, near the
near the
salt.
salt. I would have been near the salt even my normal appearance.
Right? So as far as that kind of fits, the mercenary knight gets stuck below the
Yep.
salt.
Yep.
You didn't fumble like I tend to do. Because I always have to fight to not be below the salt. Or like on the floor.
Not be
I
on
don't
the
think Varys has actually been on the floor yet, so
Right?
yeah.
That's a good point. So, as we play through this here, I just wanted to check on you guys to see if there's anyone from your respective families, your family echoes. Is there anyone you want to check in on, or would have like asked to be here? I guess I'm talking to Bernius and his force right now.
We have a link to our tree.
Yeah. Do you need it? Need me to do it again?
Yeah.
Yes, because I don't know
Can't
why, but I
find
can
it.
never find it.
Oh, Lydia Nest is here.
Cheers.
And with my new computer, I don't have it saved as on my websites.
It's all good. It's hard to link out, so let me just see if I can find it. Not as straightforward as it ought to be. Sure.
Only thing we have to worry about is if Sir Sigarantha Brown like decapitates our king, and then we'll be known as the traitors.
Right?
That would suck.
Well, that gets weird. That's awkward.
Like, I do want to check in on my mother and my brother. So E4 and Bryn.
Okay.
I'm sure Gregor has Karen taken care of. And that's about all I got.
Okay, so we're gonna we're gonna have your mother present at the feast, Bernice, just so you know.
Okay.
E4 is not.
Well, my family lives in the city. Like, plenty of them. Like, kind of whoever could probably show up. But
Yeah.
you
Yep.
want to make sure check on his like brothers.
Obviously, Leo's here, right? Your squire of
Yeah,
a brother.
Leo's-
Squire?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leo's here.
Yeah.
Sylvanus is probably unless he got sent out, and I guess my sister might be here.
Did Sylvanus get sent out? 1d20 or 1d100. Sorry, I can't type. 1d100 less than 65.
Nope.
88. No, he's here.
Yeah, cool.
Who?
And Avelina will be here. So your siblings are here. As far as all three of them.
That's good.
Bernius, your mother's here. And
Yeah.
your brother-in-law and sister are here.
Oh, cool.
But your brother E4 isn't.
Like, in my head canon, E4 wouldn't have been here anyway, even if he was invited, only because it's a celebration of me, and yeah, he doesn't celebrate me.
And I'm gonna quickly retcon one piece. Sir Gregor isn't here either. So your sister's husband is not here. Only your sister and your mother.
Okay.
All right. Keep in mind, I will note your failed intrigue roll coming into this. That's why I'm doing this.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And yeah, we can. I'm just gonna shuffle the deck, and we can begin the 2-round feast. So just to name these people, we got the Centurion King present, his sister Ernest, obviously Nicholas, who you all know, Varys, you can make recognize roll +10.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Nicholas was technically there.
At the
Yes.
battle.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wouldn't have led the battle, but it's not his strong suit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He was
He
probably
saw what happened to Turful, and he was like, "I'm okay."
he's actually still recovering. Remember how
Yep.
bad he got hurt?
Almost as bad as you got hurt.
I think, well, he got dropped. So, yeah, Varys, you see a couple of familiar faces. Oh, that one didn't work.
Yay.
But your
Brothers.
brothers are here.
Mm-hmm.
These two. And I'm going to get the rest of the icons on as we go. But we're going to start with Barunius. Do you need...
Honestly, my first thing is going to be, I'm going to go check in on my mother and my sister. I'm going to see how they're doing with all this. Because, yeah, I need to make sure that the Eagle Crest Manor hasn't fallen or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of like, oh, that's weird. Where's... Maybe your brother doesn't surprise you, but you're like, where's Gregor? Maybe he's out, fighting Saxons somewhere.
He's a knight. I would expect him to be out.
Yep.
Defending Malahaut.
Yeah.
So, it is... It's kind of emotional that I've come back, or that I'm here.
How so?
The best way to describe it is after I thought I still think I'm a bit of a failure.
Okay.
Especially letting Sir Nicholas get hurt and everything like that. So, for me, I am going to... I want to check in with them, see how Eagle Crest is doing, how it has fared so far. I know that E4 would take care of it, and I expect E4... I expect E4 to take care of it, sort of thing. So I'm checking in on them, and I'm sort of emotional because everything that we went through, I failed at. So it's not that I'm whining, it's that I am far more grateful to see them than I normally would be.
Okay.
So there's much bigger hugs. There's much bigger...
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah.
Your sister looks really relieved to see you, and your mother does to some degree. I think I'm going to play this out as an intrigue. So I want you to kind of get a sense of what's going on here.
I am a little too dense to understand, but let's see. Oh,
Are you though?
I crit it.
Apparently not.
Apparently,
I
more
critted
perceptive than
that.
thought.
Yeah, you might you get to tick. You might get to 6 next year.
There you go. Finally fix that.
I've already got the tick for intrigue.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Rip. You guys have played a long time too.
Yeah.
So your mother, you can tell, like, you're like, oh, like, it's so good to see both of you, and your sister embraces you, and your mother's a bit standoffish. But it seems like she's in like zoning out. A failure. I think you've been like, oh, she's not embracing me. That's really frustrating, and I feel sad about it. But in this case, she's distracted. Something's going on.
Mother, it's great to see your face. It's great to see you again. I miss both of you. Is everything all right? Have I done something? Have I done something wrong?
I think I think the intrigue crit means it's not you. Um. She
Okay.
says, kind of distracted. No. There's been a call out to everyone in Malahaut for them to
Yeah,
come and garrison here.
that was to be expected. With the Saxons raiding all over Malahaut, the the necessity of us holding up in walled cities is the safest place we could be. I mean, Eagle Crest, we don't have the walls needed to drive off the Saxons if they came in force. At least here we're safe. Here you're safe.
Yes, we're safe. But it's just that Sir Efor, your brother, he was stubborn. He said that if Eagle Crest Manor was to die, then he would be proud to die defending it. And he convinced Gregor to stay with him. And you kind of notice now your sister's sad. She's just mixed with sad and being happy that you're alive and okay because you didn't return quickly, right? So
Yeah. I suppose I need to test something. Prudent and reckless. Oof. Huh? I suppose I don't have time for a feast.
are you dashing off?
Ah. Would that be a courtesy roll to figure out if I'm going to do that? I think it might be next round is, hey, my lord, I apparently have to go save my brother. I would like permission to leave the city right quick and ride with all due haste to my home.
Yep, that would most certainly be a
I
courtesy
didn't
roll.
crit reckless, so
Right.
so that's yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing next round.
Okay. That makes sense. Your mother and sister, though, are happy to see you, and you did get your extra geniality for that.
Cool.
So you got 2 geniality.
Yay.
And do you have a tick on love, family?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a tick on everything but hospitality.
What is your love family? Did you lose one love family in the process?
Nope.
Okay.
It has never moved.
Okay.
It's been sitting at 15 this entire game.
Okay, that's fair.
It is hate Saxons and honor that have moved up and down.
That's fair. Let's go to Asforus now.
Okay, so let's see what I'm doing with this. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I guess for now he's just playing it cool and fine. He understands that there's tension here, so he'll probably just pull a feast card.
Okay.
Oops. What?
Uh-oh.
What'd you
That's
get?
not good.
A knight slaps a serving girl. You see others turn away in embarrassment. Just versus arbitrary. You intervene. Your cup and gain 5 to indulgent to the end of the feast +2. You ignore the situation and turn away. Where's arbitrary? I don't think I see that one.
Arbitrary's
It
right
is
beside
underneath
Jest.
honest.
Oh, okay, why am I blind?
Yeah, it's all good. It's the opposite of Jests in this case. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm most likely going to ignore this.
Yep.
Yeah, I should have rolled
Yup.
just first. So
You're like, I've got pressing matters like that.
I'm injured. I don't need to be a door
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
die
it's
like my
indulgent.
my dad.
I love it. Love it. Okay, I guess you take indulgent.
Yeah, I trick indulgent.
Wow.
Oof.
This is turning out to be a fantastic feast.
And that's just a 0, so yeah, nothing happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
We go to Varys next.
Sir Varys is still recovering from his wounds, of course, so he's taking it pretty easy. But seeing that both his older brothers are here, he would at least make his presence known to them, because he can't even recount the time that he was last in their presence.
Yeah. Okay.
So I closed my tab out.
Okay. So just approaching both of them.
Yeah, I figured they're sitting probably near enough that I could do that.
What? Just for Asforus, like, is he mingling around his brothers when he sees this happen, or what is the situation with him? Just so we
Yeah,
can-
I think. Yeah, he's like, he sees his family and talks to them, and he's just he's mostly trying not to seem as wounded as he is, and he's just, I don't want to say chill, but like he's being very relaxed about everything. And I guess when it happens, he just like looks at his brothers with like that look of that just happened.
Mhm.
That's appropriate.
Okay. So while this is going on, Varys, I'm gonna say that. Well, let's just see. I'm gonna do a 1d100. Less than 50. Was it Guitart that slapped the servant girl?
Oh, jeez.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Close. Yeah, there would have been words there.
Okay. As you approach, your brothers kind of are both sitting by each other, and they look surprised. Like, I don't think you haven't seen them, right, since you're a kid, right?
Yeah, since he's been warded, yeah. So
I'm gonna see if
years.
either of them recognize you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I don't know, that facial hair and stuff, it looks pretty close.
yeah. I think that's it. I think that's why they're gonna have pretty good chances.
Yeah.
Penguin does. Guitar does
Yeah,
not.
the older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eldest. He was old enough to remember when all that happened.
So I think Penguin just looks at you for a moment and says, "Why, brother, seems we have a ghost from our past." Guitar looks up at you and says, This mercenary knight? Seems confused.
Ferris just kind of eyes them both for a minute.
Yeah.
And then waits. He knows his station at this point, so it's kind of a little tense for him.
If my eyes do not deceive me, Penguin says, you are a long-lost brother. Where have you been hiding all these days? Seemed you died in Pendragon.
No. When Uther did what he did, it freed me of my wardship. And so I've been traveling and fighting Saxons since.
A warrior, I see. And a knighted one at that.
Yes. How fares home?
It fared well. I suppose we'll see. And you heard him say, like, fared well, right? So,
Right, past tense. Yeah.
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 The realm is completely swarming with Saxon raids. There was a call for all in the land to come here.
Ferris nods to that. Indeed, I heard. I encountered a couple of other knights on my way back. So I aided them with their assignment they had first. And now I have returned.
Your brother,
And he
Gwynter,
points out, he
Okay.
points out Baronius and Asphos. I don't know how to
as
pronounce
far as...
it. Asphorus, there we go. Sorry, I was looking at the spelling of it.
Yep. Took me a while of saying it many times to get that right.
Yeah, exactly. It's the EO is throwing it for me. Yeah.
Okay. So with that, I want to make sure I get to everything. But with that, I think Guitart says, "You've done well for yourself, brother. Your station, you were due for a monastery, not the sword, with the way things were going. But it seems you found a place, even if it is under the stars."
It's true. And I'd probably fare better as I am now than I would have in a monastery, brother.
He nods with a bit of skepticism, but Penguin seems gracious enough, and he just says, "Well, welcome back." And he opens his arms up to, like, offer an embrace.
Ferris accepts it. And it's probably the first time anyone's seen like any like true relaxation from Ferris, like completely. He's home. So
Mm-hmm.
and they get acceptance from his brother like that.
Right. Makes sense.
Not something. Yeah, it's not something he's used to. He's been traveling all those years and everything. So And then after that, he would just kind of try to get whatever info he could, on like family and stuff, how everything's going, and then find his spot to sit again at some point, as to not take up all their time.
So they would tell you that many of the nobles, even as far as Ripon, have come to Eburacum, that they've lost a fair amount of knights in the area, and that right now the numbers don't look good for any sort of like counter assault. That makes sense.
Right.
And that's what you have. So
Yeah.
that'll be round 1.
Awesome. That was cool.
All right. Round 2, we're back to Bernius.
I'd like to impassion myself with love of family,
Okay.
because it's my brother out there and my brother-in-law,
Right.
and they are stubbornly protecting a manor with no real defenses.
Yeah, it's not a fortified manor, right? Yeah. So,
It's not a fortified manor. I wish it was. I don't have that sort of money.
right.
So as head of the family, I need to go out there and I need to either drag them kicking and screaming or stand with them. So,
Okay. So you're gonna ask for
fail.
Ooh.
At least you didn't fumble.
Yeah.
This time.
Okay. So what does a fail on that mean? I wonder.
Oh no.
It's not a crit fail, but let's see how the outcome looks. I guess it just means you don't get a bonus, but you do have the +2 still.
Yep.
I think what's
So-
interesting to me is that this represents you're about to ask something that requires courtesy, and like hospitality would make a lot of sense. But you're about to boil, like, probably if you fail, like it's almost like you bowl over the courtesy with your desire to help your brother. You know what I mean? To get your brother out of a bad situation.
Like, this is reckless.
Yeah.
If I'd have been a little bit more prudent, it would have been hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm reckless.
Yeah.
It's a passion of my family. So, excuse me.
Right. This is your sister, by the way.
She's cute.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
So, since he is above the salt, I need to make an intrigue to even get to him, right?
Correct. This is probably gonna be no, I'm gonna let you bypass that because this is a feast in your name. Like, not just your name, right? But you're one of the people here.
Well, I am going to stop over with Sir Nicholas, because that's his herald, right? Like, he doesn't have a dedicated herald to be like, hey, this is what my king says.
Right.
Sir Nicholas is the guy.
There is a herald, but it's not active. Probably this is like a bit more of an informal feast, like 50 people kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like the lead retinue of who you've brought. It's welcoming the new people and all that. So, yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I approach the king with all respect, although in a bit of a hurry.
All right.
My liege.
Centurion Knight, what brings you here? Are you enjoying the feast?
Honor would dictate that I tell you that all this is far beyond anything I could have ever imagined. Unfortunately, the dire news I received from my family tells me that I do not have the luxury of staying and receiving it. My brother has talked my brother-in-law into defending an indefendable position. And as head of my house, it falls to me to either rein them in or stand by their side. So humbly I request permission to do that.
Are you trying to convince him this is a good idea, or is this more locking into the courtesy of the request? What way do you want to approach this?
Oh, this is less a asking permission, more an FYI.
Okay.
So courtesy right now, I'm trying it, but if he says no, it's gonna be like, that's all well and dandy. You are welcome to hate me for all the rest of my life, but this was more an FYI, less a may I.
All right.
Yeah. Yep. I failed it.
Oh boy.
He says, "My friend, my knight, I must refuse your request. If your brother wished to stay and die in honor in defense of your home, albeit a reckless move, it is his right and his honor, but to lose a Centurion knight over a poor decision, well, a second wrong decision doesn't make it right. So in that, I must refuse your request."
Brunius's head hangs low. Like, this is a blow just as physical as if he had struck him. And all he says is, "I'm sorry to disappoint you, my lord." As he turns and he tries to, as he returns to his seat and tries to quietly slip out.
Okay.
Does Varys notice this going on?
He is.
I'll give Bernius and Varys either an awareness -2 or an intrigue flat to notice what's. Or sorry, it's Forrest or Varys. Or intrigue flat or awareness -2 to notice what's going on with Bernius.
I am clearly too busy catching up with my family.
All right. As far as you do notice, and with that, we're gonna go to your turn.
Okay. Was like everybody aware of the discussion being had, or is this something like he was like privately speaking to the king about, or as
This
private
was
as he
something I
can
was
be?
privately speaking to the king about.
It's as private
Because-
as in the middle of a feast can be, and
Okay, cool.
and so it wasn't for everyone's ear. But you notice the exchange. You notice Bernice's disappointment, and you notice him looking like really, I guess, impassioned, right? That love family, or the equivalent thereof. Like something's driving him to near melancholy or madness. He's not there, but we'll say half maddened. Pendragon likes to use that a lot. So
Okay. I understand his disappointment, but the king is our king, so it's our duty is to him first before our families. as far as like, especially with this situation. Or I don't know that situation, but like as far as like I don't know the exact situation. I just know you want to go off to
Need to.
get your breath. Yeah, and it's just like one of those things where it sounds like a bad move. It sounds like a good move in terms of morality. It sounds like a bad move in terms of we need all hands on deck for the bigger issue.
Okay.
At least as far as Forest goes with that success and failure. So for now, he's just going to keep an eye out, but he's still going to just be generally doing feast activities.
Okay.
Well, this makes sense.
Yeah, it couldn't be more fitting.
Okay.
I'm tired and I'm hurt. Barunius, I need to head to bed. So, or I say goodbye to my like brother and sisters, like to make sure like hey they can enjoy the party. I'm feeling a bit tired from the hard ride back and everything. Barunius, I'm sure that you've been tired because of battle as well. You'd like to depart.
Yes. I shall help you. I know how injured you were in that last exchange with the Wotensman. And I assist him.
All right.
There's
Bring
no
it-
camera, so you can't see the air quotes here going off hard.
No, I read it in your inflection. So what I think I need from you for a point of interest here is a deceitful versus honest Brunius. Or no, not versus. It's just a deceitful test. The stakes of this success will net you a deceitful tick, but allow you to sort of escape without any clarity or understanding that you actually left Eburacum. Okay. Failure means that you do not get the deceitful tick. You'll get a you won't get any tick, but you'll leave in a way that is kind of known, like by the morning King Heraut is aware that you're away.
Like, more than likely, Heraut will go, you know, I get where he's coming from. I don't like the way we left it. Hey, Barunius, where are you? Ah, damn it.
Yeah. So he goes to follow up with you the next day, and you're not there. Now the question is, I mean, most of your knights are here. Would you have tried to rally who you could to join
Nope.
you, or is this a solo quest? Okay.
This is a solo thing. This is me trying to convince my brother and brother-in-law that this is a foolish plan and to come home.
Okay. We're gonna do one more thing at the close of this then, because it's gonna kind of play out like one of those off-screen solo campaigns, and then if you're successful, we can pick up with a little bit of what happened while you're there, the next episode. But let's get Varys completed for this round, and then we're done. So Varys, your action.
Varys, having spent, a good time just catching up with his brothers and, asking about the family and new additions and those that are gone now and such, would then kind of revert to a more typical feasting opportunity for him. So he's just going to go ahead and draw a card this time.
Makes sense.
Hey, I got that one again.
Christian blessing.
Yeah.
That does not make sense. You're a mercenary knight. I will allow you to pick a new one.
Okay.
Unless you don't want to be a mercenary knight no more.
Dangerous game. I do not have the funding to not be one yet.
Speaking of funding, you can get
Yeah,
Um,
my ransom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dangerous games. Several young knights play a rather dangerous game with knives. They ask you to join in. Success is +1 geniality and check dagger. Fail, I wound my hand for 1d3 damage. Yeah, I'm in on that.
They invite the guy
That change
that's
the
famous
guy.
for capturing a guy with a dagger to play dagger.
Right?
That makes perfect
That's
sense.
probably the story. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I hear you took out a Saxon and captured him with just a dagger.
Yeah.
Prove it.
But you can't do this.
Would hospitality apply to this as a passion?
Sure. Yeah, they're probably Malahaut knights.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta do this because this is gonna be fun.
In court, I usually allow hospitality, right? Like in general.
Okay, so I'll roll my dagger with the bonus, and we're good. Didn't even need it. I got it.
All right.
Sweet.
So that's is it
Yeah. So
card
Ferris wows everyone with it. Yeah. Good.
1d. Okay, so +1 geniality and
And I check
dagger.
dagger. Yeah.
Okay, and that gets you a geniality for
Yeah.
the whole feast. All right. So, all right. So as we close, we're gonna kind of zoom in on Brunius a little bit.
Right.
I'm gonna let you impassion yourself with whatever you want for these 3 rolls. You're gonna have 3 rolls that are kind of gonna play out how you do here with getting to your brother. You will test battle, you will test a weapon skill, and you will test I'm debating between horsemanship and hunting. I think because it's
I
not,
would love horsemanship.
yeah, I'm gonna allow horsemanship because you're not in the forest. Like, you're not, this is roads and roads you travel. It's more about staying quick and staying off of pursuit using the horse to your advantage. So why don't you give me those tests?
All right. So,
I will warn you that a really bad situation could result in you being ransomed.
yes, it would be a very bad situation.
Yeah.
So it would have to be love of family. I just failed it, but it is the love of my family that is driving me towards this. So,
Yeah.
succeed.
Okay. You have that ticked already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the good news, it gives you a +5.
Yep. So I can't fail. I succeed in my battle roll.
Okay.
I succeed my spear roll. Am I taking battle and horsemanship for these?
Yeah.
All right. And I succeed my horsemanship.
Okay. You are going to be able to make it to your home. So we're going to have that exchange. What those rolls effectively do is negate the risk of dying in the process of this. We'll pick up with what the conversation looks like between you, Ifor, and Gregor when you get there.
Okay.
At the beginning of next episode. But why don't we do Winterface? Because we are moving in to the next point of the game anyways after that conversation. So we'll be going to 490 for the beginning of the next game. After our little...
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we are done for the night.
Like, my original purpose was to talk up Leo and see about getting him squired, like, a year early, since he's now 20.
I mean, knighted. Yeah.
Knighted. Getting him knighted, like, now that he's 20? I think I've got more important things to worry about, though.
Is this winter phase the start of 490 then? or is it the end?
This winter phase, like we're going into 490 next year. This is 489
Okay.
right now. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So this
All right.
episode's for
The last year of 489.
last
All right.
episode.
The last year of 489?
Last episode.
Hush.
No, I mean he said it was last
Shut
year,
up,
and I
Forrest.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Why don't you guys? Why don't we start with your checks?
Who wants to go
Let's.
first?
Yeah, who wants to go first?
I'm looking through my stuff right
yeah,
now.
I'll do it. I got a bunch that I
Okay.
just got checked.
Oh, what about glory from the end of the feast?
Yeah, so you're 30 glory for Baronius, but he is spotted leaving. We're gonna take one geniality away from you, Baronius. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
Yeah. 20 glory for you. 20 glory for Esforus, and 10 glory for Varys.
All right.
And then you will also gain, that was a feast in your honor, so add another 20 glory to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll let Bernie or Esforus go first. I'm going to just fill up my water bottle while this is happening, so I'll be right back. If you have a question, I'll hear you, but I can't respond for a couple minutes. Be right back.
Let's roll these traits.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That doesn't change. Let's do this. Okay. I'm less forgiving.
Oh no, you're right. If you succeed.
I'm more generous. That's cool. Okay, cool. Let's see if I get any more modest. Apparently, I'm super modest now. I'm not quite known for modesty, but
You're 14 modest.
yeah. Okay.
You're more indulgent.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna succeed this other one. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I didn't succeed, so I lost a bit of valor. Honor.
Yeah.
I might get my honor back. Or not. Okay, hunting. That counts, right? Like,
Ooh, I think
I don't. When you crit, I don't know.
what happens when you crit
When
on
you
a?
crit, our house rule for when you crit is you ticket and you go up one.
Okay,
So it's like
cool.
your ticket for
Nice.
next year automatically. Yeah. So it's the best case. I think critting is too fun to not, you know what I mean? To not have that happen.
To not give you something for it.
Yeah. The exception of that being, of course, when you're. Actually, you can't. Never mind. That's about to say
Sweet.
that doesn't count for like being over 20, but then again, you can't fail in over 20, anyways.
I'm pretty sure we're automatically just gonna get the diplomacy at 1. It's like we
Yeah.
can't not get
Correct.
the diplomacy up.
Yeah.
Here's where it comes into play. Okay, cool.
You wouldn't even had a diplomacy score on your sheet if not for the fact that you had to take over for Nicholas.
Yeah. Hey, your horsemanship goes up.
No, I need a fail.
Oh yeah.
You're back.
And I misspelled. I spelled diplomacy. Or I didn't misspell it. I just capitalized the second letter. Just ignore this. Okay, cool. That's... Oh, yeah, hunting got rechecked. Okay, but yeah, that's all my stuff.
Okay. Recognize one up too. And then honor is still 14. Yeah. Oh no, cowardly fail. Yeah, I guess that makes sense if you had to take it. I'm trying to remember what you had to take it for in the first place.
The battle, because of hesitant, you automatically have to take cowardly.
Oh, was that from the last battle?
Yeah, the battle we were just
Yeah,
in?
no. I had mentioned that form's slightly wrong. I don't have that be cowardly anymore. It's just prudent. So, you take
Okay.
prudent, so you can test prudent.
Okay.
Yeah.
That does mean I'm no longer famously reckless, but I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm still can't fail a reckless in battle, though.
Right.
I need to lose a bit more reckless.
Yeah. Okay. That is all you, so we'll go to... Who wants to go next?
I can go. I'll have to be walked through it a little bit. This part's always confusing for me.
Also, who got a Christian blessing?
I did, but he let me redraw a different one since I'm a Merc Knight. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Okay, so I roll all my ticks, right? How do you tell if they improve? If it's success or what?
Failure.
Failure? Okay.
Failure, fumble, or critical.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
This will be where you crush all your rolls with successes, though. That's what happens.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's unfortunately a lot of my ticks are on stuff that's actually relatively decent. So.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's
Yes.
fumble.
So you take that. Or, sorry, not take it. You just go up one, is what I meant to say.
But it
Go
does
up one,
reduce your
And then,
other one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just goes up, arbitrary goes down. Yeah.
yeah, it's always equals 20.
Unless you get, it's possible, and you're probably not going to see this till like Arthur days, right? But it's possible
Right.
to have like a 24 adjust, right? And 0.
That's on par with the way he's been playing.
Okay, cool. Glad I was muted. There was a huge thunder
Oh,
thing
really?
that just happened. Yeah, it was loud enough to make me think that something got hit by lightning nearby.
Oh, no.
It's a little like thunder
Yeah,
and lightning.
yeah. Yep, so I succeeded on everything except for generous or whatever. Or just, I mean, so that's the only one that changed. That's it for my ticks.
Really? Yeah, you got nothing in your weapon skills? Dagger, no? Yep. Okay.
Dagger, I passed it, yeah.
Yep.
And I
okay.
didn't have any.
That's fair.
Well, I didn't. Well, I crit on the spear check in the last encounter. Does that
you
count
should have
as a
rolled
tick?
spear, yeah. Yep.
Alright, then I'll roll it real quick. Hey, there we go. I am now better with a spear.
Good.
You are famously skilled with the spear.
Yeah, and a dagger. No, not quite.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh no, you're not there yet.
No, not there yet.
All right.
It's cool. Yeah, I'm all done with ticks then.
All right. Suppose it's my turn.
All right. Let's see it.
I didn't get more chased or less chased. Didn't get more or less energetic. Honesty stays the same.
Makes sense with how you went out.
Still just.
Yeah.
Still just what?
I didn't.
I have become more merciful,
That's nice.
less cruel.
So you fight the Saxons. We'll see if that changes.
I
Yeah.
have become more prudent, less reckless,
Really? Yeah.
which is weird.
We're
Like you
getting
think
older.
that I would have to roll reckless because of how I left.
You know, I don't want to do that to you, but I do feel like that warrants a reckless check as well. Are you comfortable? So they just cancel each other out. Yeah. Oh no, you pass. So wait, yeah, you do go up in prudent then. Even though, so the reckless, I think you justified as being like a statement of like, this is important to me. Like it's the only reason I'm doing this is because it matters, not because I'm reckless. So it's like, you know.
I've got an arbitrary tick, so let's see if that goes up. Oh wait, it does. I am no longer famously just.
Oh, no.
Oh, rip.
What did you get the
Spiritual.
arbitrary on? Oh, was that the last? Was that? At
I
the...
Yeah.
fumbled in my interaction
fumbled
with Leo.
Right. Okay.
I was telling him that as a knight he is expected to step up, and when he sees me floundering like that, it's like, dude, you got to step up. And he took that the wrong way. I haven't gained more spirituality. I'm not more trusting. I am, however, more valorous. I am now famously valorous. Alright,
Hey,
loyalty
you're
lord.
in good company.
That's
crit.
crit.
Nice.
To tick and it goes up, which is interesting how that played out.
Love of family. That's the interesting one. It doesn't go up anything.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that your loyalty lord outdid your. I guess the whole journey, right? When you think about it, was all for Malahaut.
Yeah.
Right.
My honor goes up one. Hate Saxons.
You're getting a lot of timely failures here because like going up this much in high stats is good.
Yeah.
Alright. That is everything on that row. Time for skills. Courtesy. Do I fail? Yes. So it goes up one.
Nice.
I'm becoming more courteous. Time for heraldry. Oh. Hunting. Intrigue.
There you go.
That's a crit.
Tick and go
Yeah.
up.
Orate. Goes up one.
Russian.
Diplomacy. Goes up one. And then now combat skill. Battle. Goes up.
Oh,
Horsemanship. Crit.
yeah.
Brady's
Or-
having a defining year for himself here. Yeah.
Alright.
Fantastic.
That is all my rolls.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, good episode. We're gonna pick up where we left off. You guys all get to spend your one thing too, by the way, which you should do.
Sorry. Spend our thing. Something.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Your option for your downtime.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will get you that info.
And what's the ransom for that dude of mine?
I'll get that to
You
you
have
for
to
the
pay
next
them
one.
to take them
Okay.
back. You have to pay them money.
Right? Yeah, I fail my roll so bad. Yeah.
This is what I'm referring to down here, guys. Experience improvement. So you can get 5 skill points, 1 skill at a. You can increase a skill that's 15 or greater by 1. You can get 5 skill points as a pool to increase all your skills under 15. So anything 0 to 14, you could increase with that 5 points of skill, or you can get 1 attribute or passion increased by 1. Those are your 3 options. It's listed right here.
Alright.
At 5 skill points.
Some
looking
yearly
real tempting.
gains, some trait bonus greater than 16. Alright, never mind. I don't have any of those. Alright. Okay.
I no longer have 16.
Yeah, let's see here.
I lost my 16 in just to become more valorous.
What's the glory bonus for having over per 1,000?
Every 1,000 glory you get to add an extra basically this minus the skill points. You get to add a 1 to anything, and it's the only place you can actually up your size using that.
Shit.
Okay, and you can
After
only
1,000, right?
Yeah, every 1,000. So the first time you'll get it is 2,000, then 3,000, 4,000,
Right.
etc. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have 2,000, it's just 1 extra point to
Yeah,
use.
correct.
Okay. And that's for you can't use it on the same thing, or you have to use it on like 2 different things.
You can use it wherever you want. That's like a
the 5
real
skill
special
points.
point.
They can only go.
Okay.
They can't all go into 1 skill, right?
They can, yep. They just can't bring
Oh,
it
they
above. They can't bring it above 15.
Oh, okay. Wow.
They can't bring it above 15 though. So
Hmm.
you can only raise to 15, and then you have to stop.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that puts me in a situation here then.
I spent some time with both Brown brothers.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say about where I spent my points.
That sword.
That's what I was considering, is giving me another combat stat.
I
but-
am thinking about taking my spear up to an 18 or my battle up to 18.
If you want to go with battle, you'll be leading more often then. Because I'll
Yes.
straight up defer that to you.
Yeah, I can't take and justify battle myself. My character.
But I am thinking about shoring up all my out of combat skills.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm looking at right now. Yeah.
I was a bit tempted to increase law, but like I've been doing pretty decent with that roll. You can learn surgery.
Heck, I can go up diplomacy by 6 or by 5 and have 6 diplomacy.
Yeah, you might need it to get in case you want to follow Sir Nicholas. He's older. He might might need to be replaced.
All right, I'm going to mark my stuff.
Also, I'm the head of the family with no ability to have heirs. I may need to invest in flirting and romance.
That's where I'm looking at right now. Oh man.
No.
No,
I'm
you
gonna
just can't do it.
increase My battle.
Yeah,
And we only do one of these, right?
you only get 1 point. Yeah,
All right.
if it's
Cool.
over 15 already. Yeah.
1 point for over 1,000 to one thing, and then 1 point for end of the year.
Yeah,
All
over
right.
1,000 meaning 2,000 total glory. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm at 2344, so
What's the sum trait bonus more than 16 for glory? What's that mean?
That's a good point. Yeah, whenever a trait, whenever a trait goes over 16, it's something I forget to do a lot, but technically what it's supposed to be is you get an annual glory bonus equal to every famous trait you have. That's just traits, right? Not attributes, not anything else.
Right.
So let's say you were famously just, merciful, and vengeful.
Yeah, I'm vengeful and valorous.
If you have 16 in each of those, let's say you have 16 times 2, you get 32 glory annually while you carry famous traits. You get
nice.
You get every famous trait you have, you get that number in extra glory a year.
Oh, okay. I'll mark that then.
So someone who's like a highly chivalrous knight with 16s in like 5 things, they get 80 glory a year just being
crazy.
Yeah.
oof.
Well, it's a lot of work to get to those 16s.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
You could also argue being stagnant at famous if you're just doing nothing, and you got a
Right.
Valor 16. Eventually, you're gonna lose that too. You know, like
Yeah, because you're kind
Yeah.
of sitting on it. Yeah.
it's like this game's based around the round table knights. They're out there running around doing stuff, and then their fame
Yep.
adds to that, right? So yeah, we're just in a very different era where
Yeah.
chivalry doesn't exist yet.
Like, I'd have that chivalry bonus right now. If it
Right.
did.
All right. Well, I got my points spent, so should be updated for 490.
Cool. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap here, guys. Just go ahead and let me know what you end up with your decisions. Thanks for playing, and we're still on for next week, I think. So there is, I think, 2 weeks from now, I can't do it because I think I'm gonna be in like all day meeting stuff, and I'm just gonna err on the side of caution and say I might not be in the mood. We should only have like 2 or 3 more episodes, depending on what we want to do.
So I'll let you know unless you want me to just send it in and type it out for you.
What part? What you chose?
Yeah.
Yeah, just type it out in like the
Alright.
Century Knights for Discord. That's fine.
Ew.
All right, guys. You
Mine
have a
was
good
romance.
one. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
All right, guys. Have a good one.